Young adults in LA are now able to book a coronavirus vaccine appointment. This comes as California warns of a limited vaccine supply in the coming weeks. KCAL9's Benedict is live for us in Studio City with details. Break it down for us, Joy.
I know, I have so much information to give you here today, Serene. I am all things vaccine and all things moving forward. That's what I'm talking about. I want to start with the schools, as we've been talking about really for like a year now, let's be honest. LA Unified School District is now officially opening its doors, at least for a few hours, to students. We're live this morning in front of Carpenter Elementary, which will soon hear the pitter-patter of tiny little feet on Tuesday as it opens its doors to kindergartner and first graders. Then the second and third graders will arrive on Wednesday, the fourth and fifth graders on Thursday, and middle and high school students will be allowed to come back to their schools later on this week. But LA Unified School District is also doing its part to make sure communities get vaccinated, and they unveiled 3 vaccination clinics at area schools this past week in hopes of moving forward to 25 sites altogether in underserved communities. Now, these vaccination clinics are targeting parents and caregivers of obviously the schools where those clinics are, but they say anybody in the community is welcome, as obviously those are targeted areas for a reason. If you do have a child that is heading back to class this week at LA Unified School District, Superintendent Austin Buettner has pointed out some very important things. There will be 6 foot of distance in between desks in all the classrooms. All students and staff will wear masks and practice social distancing, and they have doubled the regular campus custodial staff, improved the air filters installed on all campuses, and added hand sanitizing stations to those schools. I want to move on a little bit and talk a little bit more about vaccines for folks who are not in schools, because starting this week also anyone 16 and older can now receive a vaccine, and that was supposed to happen on Thursday, but the city of Los Angeles said, you know what, we're not going to wait till Thursday. We're going to vaccinate anybody who wants it starting on Tuesday, and that is when the city vaccination sites do in fact reopen, and that will now include Cal State Los Angeles. As we've been talking about for several weeks now, that was a FEMA-run federal program administrating those vaccination shots. The city of Los Angeles is now taking it over with the help of the state, and they're going to continue that on Tuesday for anyone 16 and older. But with more people now being able to get the vaccine, the concern is also appointments and the availability, as we are seeing less shots this week than in weeks past, simply because a reduction in availability of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. So according to Los Angeles County, we're going to have 323,000 vaccine doses available this week, a significant decrease again because of Johnson & Johnson. But nonetheless, with the county supply, the city supply, and the private supply, we are administering around 78,000 doses of COVID vaccines, of the 3 ones that are available each and every day. So that is significant move forward, but with more people now able to get it, more people looking for appointments, you can expect a couple of weeks when there's definitely a crunch.
Vast array of providers that are getting vaccine directly from the federal government or the state. So we believe we have, really, significant supplies, but nonetheless, as I think what was experienced at Cal State LA, I believe yesterday, there is that potential for a real rush.
And that's what we're going to see. So they say just give it a couple of weeks, right? It may take you some time to get that appointment, but nonetheless, those appointments are now available for anyone. And it's important to mention, we keep saying 16 and up, 16 and up, 16 and up, but only the Pfizer vaccine is approved for teenagers 16 and 17 years old. If you are trying to vaccinate your teenager, you need to make sure you put that on the form, because not all sites carry the Pfizer vaccine. Serene?
Great information, Joy. Thank you for that.